All right, guys, thank you for having me on this particular episode. I'm so excited to be on this particular episode. And today I am just going to be diving straight up into a fraud alert, a scam alert, basically, that I stumped into about a couple of weeks ago. And everything basically has happened via my WhatsApp. Okay, so there's this friend of mine who we are more like our business partners. I presume his phone basically got stolen, and so some random dude just reached out to me, and this is somebody that I know in terms of volume, in terms of the kind of business he does. Obviously, somebody that I hold is basically somebody that I hold in a high esteem. So, without wasting any more time, we'll just go straight into what the transaction, what the what the scam basically was all about. So, if you're looking at my screen right now, okay, just go straight into my screen. So, this is the message. The person's name, I'm going to blur it, okay? It doesn't need to really see the person's name. So, basically, it started with a chat. It says, "Hello, good afternoon," and that was around 8:39 p.m. So I immediately I didn't see that chat, so I came in and said, "Evening, sir. Trust you're keeping well. How is business?" So he said, "Fine, thank you. And please, I need a favor from you. And I'm actually trying to send money to someone for business proposal, and it's not actually going. It's not going through because of my bank network. Please, I don't know if you can help me send it to the person for now. So I will send it back at once, my network, when I get to a better network place or something like that." So I want to believe, I want to presume that basically that is what he said. So immediately, due to experience, something similar like this had happened in my previous office before, where like three managers actually were scammed. Out of the three, I think one fell victim, sent about 200K or so thereabout, with a similar format like this. So immediately I put up my thinking cap, and immediately I knew something was obviously was wrong. The person in question is actually based in Akure, and somebody that is well known to me. So I said, "You now, Ghana." Then he responded, "I promise to send it back to you before 10 a.m. tomorrow morning." I responded, this is sent around. You can see the urgency, the rate at which this guy is responding and sending back all these particular emails back to me. So he says, "I hope," and then I responded, I said, "I hope it's something I can afford. I can afford it. Send your details." So this guy, he get mine. Look at the account details. Everybody look at the account details. Look at the account details. This is a pseudo account. If you go to MoneyPoint, I trust me, man, you will not be able to trace this and not blessing to anybody. You will not. These guys are, they've affected their heart, and this is like when you send money to this particular account, the money only leaves your account, but you cannot really tie. You can't. Of course, I know the financial agencies. If you can actually be able to take up this and do the finance, this is the account details, MoneyPoint basically. And then he told me, he said it's about 76 naira. Of course, for me, 76K, that is a red flag for me, obviously. I know the kind of volume that this person actually commands. So why would he be asking me for the token 76K? So, okay. And then when I just said, okay, let me just enjoy the ride, okay? So I said, "But wait, Oga, you have a number. You have my number." I said, "Wait, Oga, you have my number now. Call me, please. I'm still on the road." And then he responds, this is at exactly 9:40, and then he responds on that same. So that is another sign for you to actually be able to see when random people send you a message, they presume that you know them, the urgency in which they actually sending this particular message. I responded at 9:40. He still within that 60 seconds frame. This dude also responded. Crazy, right? Very, very crazy. So he said, "I will return it back tomorrow early morning. I'm inside a serious meeting." And then responded to him. I said, "Call me after the meeting." And then he responded. He said, "Yes, I will call after the meeting." I said, "All right. When you finish your meeting, call me." Then he sent it to me again, and then he said, "Please send me the receipt. Let me forward it to the woman to avoid her embarrassment." Then I responded to him. I said, until I speak. So by the time they start seeing you're proving a little bit stubborn, they know this is a tough nut to crack. So I told him, I said, until I speak with you, or better still, tell your madam, because I know his wife in person, tell your madam to call me. She equally has my number. I know you have been very good to me, okay? Just to make him feel comfortable that, oh, I actually knew the person I was actually talking to, right? So I went on to say, I just need to double check based on the logistics. Okay? So I told him also, I said, I'll be awake till 12 midnight. Okay? I believe by then you ought to obviously you have finished your meeting. Then he says, yes, by then you have finished over. Then I say, yes, but this is what I'm saying. Okay, okay, and you're having somebody that wants to embarrass you, right? You are in the middle of a meeting just for 76k, a man of timber and caliber, a man of that particular status that I know. Ordinarily, somebody wants to embarrass you because of 76k, and you are in a meeting, and you cannot excuse yourself. This is somebody who's controlling millions. You can't excuse yourself. Good text the token to the particular person and have peace. Instead, you want to reach out to a fellow like me, okay? And of course, we've been on the street for a long while now, so it's stuff like this, it doesn't make us giggle anymore. So I said, okay, me and you have a common slang. I just wanted to stress him because I already knew where the whole of these things were going to. So I gave him I didn't want to curse him. There was no need actually cursing him since he had the time and all of that. I said, okay, me and you have a common slangs. We don't have any slangs. There's no slangs. I don't have any slangs to be somebody that I highly respect. But because I already knew what exactly was actually happening. And by that time, trust me, I had like 2 of his number. I had already put the call across to him. And then he said, he had already did a broadcast to say, that his phone was stolen, blah, 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 blah. So I just played along. I said, okay, somebody is trying to ask me to send money for him. I said, I don't mind those people, but I should block the person and tell the person for one. I said, okay, no problem. If he wants to. And at that particular time, I didn't have anything to do, okay? I've been idle for some time, just doing my thing. So I said to him, relate with me based on our slangs. I will send the money to you now. Of course, the guy knows everything don't cast. He knows he don't cast. One dragon. Now he say, thank you, brother. So guys, you need to be extremely very, very smart. It's extremely very important for you to always double check. If somebody is reaching out to you and the person claims that he knows you, if he knows you, the person should call you in person. Either a WhatsApp messenger or me. I ordinarily do not respond to stuff like that. If you know me anyhow, if you know me in person and you're reaching out to me on social media and then you're asking for anything, I believe if you have my number, you should give me a phone call, alright? If you don't have my number, you know one other person who knows me, I can actually give you the WhatsApp and I will speak to you. But I have fallen victim of schemes like this where my classmate grew back in school. Apparently it was based in Abuja at that time, and it was on Facebook Messenger. The dudes, those bad guys actually reached out to me. I'm stranded, please. And that time, this bank transfers and all of those things weren't really that common. That was as far back as 2010, 2011, thereabout. Bank transfers, all these fintech companies, the OPs of this world as at that time were not really there. So the best you can actually be able to do, or what somebody would ask you, at that time, is to buy a recharge card and then send them the numbers, the digital recharge card. So the guy reached out to me saying he was stranded. So I said, okay, no problem. And it's Charles now. So I sent him 5k recharge card and waited till following day. I didn't hear any response from him. So I called another dude that we were they are living in the same vicinity. Dude, what's up? I hope you haven't said anything. So guys, so there you have it. Please be very careful, okay? Anything on the internet, okay? I cannot tell you the number of times that stuff like this pops up. So sometimes you just need to double check and be sure of what you're actually doing so that you do not fall a victim. Alright guys, thank you for having me on this particular episode. I will see you at the other flip side.